or anywhere in the country.
All right, thank you for that. And one more question briefly. The front here, I think. Oh, here we are.
Right, thank you. Good morning, Prime Minister, and thank you very much. Charlotte Horobin, I'm the Chief Executive of the Cambridgeshire Chambers of Commerce, and Cambridge is, of course, a jewel in our crown.
Yep.
It's an absolute global hub of innovation, but we do face some challenges around investment into our infrastructure. We do have planning delays and we desperately do need housing. So how can government help to make sure that we unlock and unleash the technology and the innovation opportunity, not just in Cambridgeshire, but for the whole country?
Thank you very much. I'll try and give a short answer to two or three aspects of that question, which are really important. On infrastructure and housing and building, we have to move on planning. And that's why the Planning and Infrastructure Bill is so important, because you almost don't need me to tell this, but the time it takes from the idea of a project, the concept, through to the build and the finish of a project is far too long. Housing projects that are sort of 10 years, 15 years. I went to one during the election campaign just outside York, and from the first planning application to the house I saw with a front door that someone could live in was 25 years. Far too long. And so planning is intended to, the Planning and Infrastructure Bill is to shorten all that and make sure that whether it's houses, infrastructure, sorting out the grid for power has to be speeded up, has to be much more efficient. I do think, just to take the second part of your question, technology and AI are hugely important in this as well. And on AI, I think there are two stances. You can either be forward-leaning, seeing it as a huge opportunity that's going to transform our businesses, large and small, or you can lean out and see it as a bit of a risk, better be cautious, put a lot of regulation around it. I'm a leaner in. I think it's going to be transformative. And we put out our AI action plan at the beginning of the year, had a very successful London Tech Week a few weeks ago. And I think for all businesses, we need to support you in making maximum use of AI. And I think that AI makes us more human, which sounds counterintuitive, but using AI to do all the bits that take a lot of time, don't involve a lot of human intellect, frees up the time for the human decision-making. I mean, one of the examples I can give, we just co-created an AI tool in government, actually, in planning, which allows us to suck up all of the material into one place at great speed and organise it, which used to take human beings a very, very long time to do. That allows the planning decision to be taken by a human being at speed, because they're not wasting their time or waiting for that exercise to be done. It's a small example. There are plenty of others. Other aspects of government, social workers are now using AI to do a lot of the administration so that they can use their professional skills where they're needed. So many, many examples on technology. We need to push ahead, planning and infrastructure push ahead. But in a sense, there's a mindset here, which is let's just knock the barriers out the way that are stood in the way of growth, whether it's regulation, planning, infrastructure, slowness, the grid not being quick enough, AI and tech not being accessible enough. They're the sort of barriers that need to be knocked out the way. That's the partnership between government and business. And I think I said this 2 years ago, Siobhan, which is a true partnership is not two people or two bodies trying to do the same thing. It's two people or bodies realising they bring different things to the table. Government shouldn't try to run businesses. We've done that in the past. It doesn't work particularly well. So business should run business. Government should partner business by creating the conditions which makes it easier for businesses to run their businesses.
Prime Minister, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Keir Starmer.
Thank you. Thank you, Clive. Good to see you.